too, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our client's best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Attention, the team at Glass Doctor of Fargo-Moorhead would like to share some exciting news with you. They've relocated their Moorhead store to a new home. Now you can find them nestled in the heart of the Moorhead Industrial Park, where they'll continue to serve you with the same dedication and expertise you've come to expect. So remember, the next time you notice a pesky chip or a crack in your windshield, don't wait till they become a pain in your glass. Take it to the team at Glass Doctor of Fargo-Moorhead. They look forward to serving you in our new Moorhead location.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your paint.
This is Weather and Ag in Focus with Bridgette Readel, Justin Storm, and Dean Wysocki.
Hey, welcome to Weather and Ag in Focus, 106 on this Wednesday afternoon. Hump day, cloudy day, and we got a treat here. You missed it, Bridgette.
Yeah, we did have a little treat.
We got a chance to see a fighter jet fly over the studio, turn on the afterburners, do a little Yui, and then go land over at Hector. Thing was cooking.
Did they know it was you two watching, and did you wave like little kids from the window?
Justin did.
You don't see a fighter jet every day here in Fargo.
We're wondering what's going on.
No.
Why is he landing at Hector?
Now, if it was
Because it's
Tuesday,
a great airport.
if it was Tuesday, I could see what he might be doing over the area. But this is Wednesday.
Yeah, that's the point.
But yeah, it was a nice little treat.
Thank
It
you
was kind of cool.
Thank you for not saying they were delayed because it was daylight savings time and they were a day behind.
Oh,
That would
Bridgette's
be
got
untrue.
a great.
That's awesome.
She's got a great point
I
there.
like it. Good job, Bridgette.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll do some investigating on that.
We'll figure something out.
Well, it's cloudy. We've got northwest winds cooking out there, and we're going to see some pretty windy conditions out of the northwest, west-northwest, gusting at times over 30. We've seen our high for the day. We'll see steady to slowly falling temperatures through the 40s this afternoon under mostly cloudy skies. Partly cloudy tonight. We'll drop down to about 30 with west winds 15 to 30. And Thursday and Friday, we're going to have temperatures in the 30s, a little bit cooler and breezy. Might even see a few rain or snow showers on Thursday. But the good news is by the weekend, more sunshine. We warm things up into the 40s on Saturday and upper 40s, maybe close to 50 as we head into Sunday. So we are not seeing much sun here, but we saw a glimpse of it this morning. That was it.
That was nice.
Yeah, about 3 hours of it. And
I was all peppy when I got into work after the hour drive. I was like, man, that sun really does something to a person.
So you're saying
every other day I wasn't
seasonal
happy.
affective disorder is real?
Let's not push
Yes.
it.
It is. Oh, man.
It is.
Just a limited amount of sunshine and how it kind of
over a
brightens your
week.
spirits.
Imagine being up north of the Arctic Circle where they get just 30 days of darkness.
Ugh, no. Nope.
I don't know how I would keep up with which part of the day it was. I'd have a lot of trouble with that.
Right.
Thankfully,
You know
you
what
have good watch.
People up
but I
there,
would
how
struggle.
they act.
How? I would think so.
Of course.
That was me after 7 days of clouds.
Oh, man. The good news is no big storms in our forecast, no big Arctic outbreaks, just a nice warm-up as we head into next week. And, this is, again, part of the LRC cycle. And keep in mind the start of the LRC, and Justin and I were talking about this yesterday, Bridgette. The start of the LRC cycle was pretty warm for about 2 weeks before we started to turn a little colder. And now we're getting another punch of some warm air. So that kind of spells out at least what part of the LRC cycle is going to be. And part of it looks pretty warm. We've only had a brief cold snap of about, a week to 9 days.
Now, keep in mind, it's not going to be 50 degrees in January.
No, but it will be above normal. But it will be above
it'll
normal.
be seasonably warm.
Yeah. So that's something to look forward
there
to.
have been times where it's hit 50 in February, so
There-
that's always a positive.
Right?
What did it hit last December? How hot did we
I'd have to look.
Were we in the 60s?
I think we were briefly.
They had tornadoes down in Minnesota.
Yeah. That was one of the signature storms. Yep.
Big old storm.
Yeah.
Now, before you guys continue on with a forecast looking ahead, you should know if you do the backcast and look back towards yesterday. So my record stays true when leaving Winnipeg yesterday.
How bad was
freezing
it?
Rain, grapple.
Yeah.
It wasn't awesome until we got to the border to cross back into the U.S. So I'm glad we made it in the time that we did. So there was no icy roads to really have to navigate, as I have had to do from time to time in the past.
What's your track record? Like 80, 90%?
I don't even want to look. It would be horrendous.
And
I'm
you're
afraid.
traveling somewhere on Friday too, aren't you? Because you're not going to be with
Fargo.
us. Oh, just to Fargo.
Right.
Okay,
right. So
okay.
best
when's
of
your
luck
next,
in Fargo Moorhead.
Trip?
Probably not until the last week of the month. Why?
Well, looks like that's when we start turning more active towards the end of the month. It's incredible the timing she has.
You know something that we
don't. I think so. Man, don't follow Bridgette. That's what it is.
Don't follow Bridgette.
Well, depending on how fast I'm driving, you wouldn't be able to either. So,
well, Justin,
I've seen her drive.
I've seen Justin drive.
She took off. She was gone.
Fred Flintstone drives faster than Justin.
Hey,
so
let's not push it. Yeah. I know where you work. I know where you live. I know the code to your garage door. I know where you hide the key inside the garage.
It's changed.
Have you found that picture I flipped upside down from a year ago yet?
You're a fool.
You haven't found it? Really?
Man.
You still haven't found it. It's been a year, Dean.
It's obviously, I must not visit that part of the house very often. Let's hit some ag topics. What do you want to hit, Bridgette?
I think that'd be great. Well,
it?
Just a heads up for tonight, and that is ruralminds.org, which is an organization out of Western New York. It was founded by Jeff Winton. Jeff is a dairy farmer who lost his nephew to suicide. And Jeff wants that to never happen to another farm family again. And so he started Rural Minds as an organization to help combat stress, as well as to enlist the help of others for suicide prevention in the farm community. And tonight, they are hosting a webinar for those who want to sign up and attend. It is free. I have had folks ask for the link, and I'm happy to share that. One, you can go to ruralminds.org and sign up yourself, or I'll share the link with you if you email me, ag@flagfamily.com. Now, what's this webinar about? Well, it's going to be 1 hour. It'll be moderated. The discussion will focus on two people. One woman's lived experience with managing her adult son's mental illness and overcoming barriers to mental health care in rural areas. And the second speaker will indeed be a psychiatrist. She's a community psychiatrist, and she's going to share her expertise in helping to treat patients in rural America. We know that this affects more people than we're probably aware of. And so for those who get the opportunity to listen, you will be there without your name being shown, so you can feel some of that anonymity if you just want to listen in and learn, but also there'll be chances to connect later on with the experts, if you will. So for those who have a question or want to attend, please go to ruralminds.org and sign up for tonight's webinar. It'll be at 6 o'clock.
Right on.
Cool.
I got another one here. And this one is actually raising my eyebrow because I want to know more about this. And let's see if we can.
Say, did any of you children see the alien spaceship last night?
Yeah, we'll try and tie that one in here. This is about raising plants to go to Mars. What's going on with this one, Bridgette?
Well, we realize that more and more of our astronaut space program folks from across the globe are going to be spending time in space stations and on shuttles going different places. You know, there is a push for more travel to Mars, which I don't know who's going to have time. I watched that movie. Looks like it's going to be there a long time. Nonetheless, this is being work done at Texas A&M, and they are working even in conjunction with NASA. What they are trying to do is look for a leaf sensor network to try to figure out what are the crop stressors that could happen to plants that they try to be raising them on the space station or shuttles or other bases on other planets, the moon, etc. Cool. And there's some things that we know. Moisture is an effect, but what does zero gravity do to plants? Well, I don't think we're entirely sure. So work is being done to try to figure that out. try to replicate as much as they can.
Nonstop
because
growth.
when you're traveling in space, you still need fresh food, right? And you have to be able to raise your own food in some cases. So this is work, again, like I said, being done at Texas A&M. We'll see where it leads us. Maybe to the stars.
That is super interesting.
Well, I know you might want to space travel someday, Justin.
Well, I don't know if I would want to space travel. Depends on the day. But just the whole space thing has always fascinated me. It's always just has such an interest in really anything space involved.
I think it has for many people for quite a number of decades, from the time that we saw Neil Armstrong walk on the moon and fast forward to now. There's questions that we don't understand yet, and we want to have life as it is here to an extent, but just take it to other places within our universe, and we'll see if that's a possibility. Right now, I'm just trying to make sure I get the best tomatoes out of my garden that I can.
Okay. We should
Keeping it simple.
We should reach out to Neil again and see if he has any knowledge on growing
Neil deGrasse?
plants in space or on another planet. And pick his brain on that. That'd be fun. Dean doesn't
He sort
know
of
who
blew us
Neil
off
is.
when we sent him a request.
I think if we just keep bugging him, like 15 emails every single day for like a year, he'll eventually just want to get over it, so he'll just do it. That's how I got
suddenly,
Pecos.
Justin.
That's how you got your wife.
Well, that too.
You kept bugging
Persistence.
her and bugging her and bugging her.
Still bugging her so she doesn't leave.
Suddenly, Justin Storm is a bot who doesn't stop sending messages. To people. Very
exactly.
You can't prove anything.
Exactly. We've got a special guest. This should be a fun one today, Bridget.
We'll be talking with Albert Schultz. He's with LeMars Toy Store in LeMars, Iowa. Guess what, guys? That's where our commemorative WDAY Steiger tractor is from. And we get all the details from Albert today. So if you want to order a tractor, he can walk you through the process of doing that. But also, he has a vast knowledge and history in farm toys and farm equipment that are scale size from 132nd to 164th and on down. Albert also farms, has cattle. I think he's got a lot of things that he can share with us.
Busy individual.
Indeed.
He has a lot going on. I got to meet him in person at Big Iron. I think you'll all enjoy visiting with Albert. So stay tuned. We will be back to have that interview right after this.
Livestock market is mixed. Hogs are down. Feeders are leading the upside. For the American Ag Network, I'm Richard Risvet with this market update. Live cattle futures have posted firm gains today, with all contracts through June posting triple-digit rallies during the first few hours of trade today. They have since retreated a bit from there, but the focus on active technical pressure seen early in the week is keeping some traders unwilling to actively look for long-term positions and focus more on immediate position squaring opportunities. Live cattle futures broke below recent support levels set in October in Tuesday's late-day moves, but remain concerned that there may not be enough depth of buy orders to quickly change price direction and move prices back to levels seen last week. Cash cattle markets continue to remain quiet, with asking prices and bids still undeveloped in all areas of the cattle country. The volatility in futures trade is likely to limit any early week movement in cash markets, potentially leaving the majority of needed cash sales until Thursday or Friday. Box beef prices are mixed. Choice down 160 and select up 89 with a movement of 79 loads. Now, feeder cattle futures, they are trading firmly higher today. That's after the last 2 days of aggressive losses, which pushed prices as much as $10 per hundredweight lower. Now, the biggest morale victory seen in cattle futures and especially feeder cattle contracts today is early buyer support moving into the market and holding through the trade today. While lean hog futures, on the other hand, are on the losing end of the market. They're seeing triple-digit losses currently. Trade liquidation seen in cattle markets earlier in the week seem to have moved their attention to the lean hog complex here today. Now, it is expected that most of the downward market shift is technically based, focusing on squaring positions following the firm run higher over the last 3 weeks. We'll get a look at the livestock numbers. You're listening to the American Ag Network.
When it comes to your canola fields, yield is one of your top priorities. To help you maximize it, Vigor Hybrid Canola from BASF offers a full lineup of high-performing hybrids for the 2024 season. And they all include our patented pod shatter reduction technology for unmatched harvest flexibility and exceptional results, which helps take care of your priorities outside the field.
Daddy!
Talk to your BASF authorized retailer to book your Vigor Canola today.
The landscape of media has changed, and people are more skeptical than ever about where they get their news and information. While major news outlets show decreasing credibility, your local farm radio station still shows strong marks. In a recent survey, farmers rated information from their farm broadcasters as almost twice as reliable as major news outlets. Farm radio continues to be transparent, honest, and trustworthy. This message brought to you by the National Association of Farm Broadcasting.
Livestock numbers: live cattle December up 72 at 179.50. Feeders November up 220 at 234.42. And the December lean hogs, they're down 132 at 71.57. For the American Ag Network, I'm Richard Ristvet.
This is Weather and Ag in Focus with Bridgette Readel, Justin Storm, and Dean Wysocki.
And thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We are thrilled to have you here. And please remember, any questions that you have, you can certainly call us 701-293-9000. That would be the Red Wing Shoes phone line. You can follow us on Facebook on our Weather and Ag in Focus page. You can live stream us on YouTube every day, as well as Acres TV. And we would love to have you participate in a promotion we are doing. That's with Legacy Plumbing. They are committed to spreading the warmth and love to a family in need this season. And along with our team here at WDAY, we want to make sure to spread the word that now through December 15th, we invite you to go online at WDAYradionow.com, click on the Hot Links tab, and then the Warm Heart, Warm Home. Tell us why you would like to nominate someone who could use some giving this season, and that would be a furnace to their home. And this would need to be someone who's in Cass or Clay County, but we would greatly appreciate your votes and nominations for those who are most in need. And we're not just going to stop at warming homes. We're going to try to fill bellies too. So while you're on our website at WDAY Radio Now, on that Hot Links tab, you're also going to find a link for Build Our Bushels. I mean, y'all followed along this summer as we we custom farmed 20 acres of soybeans and then donated our profits to the Great Plains Food Bank. In doing so, we want to extend that campaign. So for this week, up until Friday at 5 o'clock, you can scan, click, and write checks to the Great Plains Food Bank in increments of bushels. So we're going to use a $10 increment. If you give $10, that's an extra bushel of soybeans, you might say, donated to the food bank. Or if you want to give 5 bushels, that's $50. So please join us in helping those during our holiday season. We appreciate it.
And don't forget, whoever donates the most bushels will get one of those Steiger tractors and one of our rain gauges.
Amazing.
Yes.
Rain gauges, may I say. From Productive
Those rain gauges
from
are
Productive
awesome.
Alternative, yeah. So, I mean, the more you do, it's a win-win. You're donating and giving some money to the food bank, and whoever donates the most on our website will get. Look at that! I mean, that's a beautiful tractor,
Yeah.
and it's and it's signed by Bridgette. So this makes it even more special.
Well, we'll get the lowdown on this tractor right now with our guest, and that is Albert Schultz. He is with LeMars Toy Company in LeMars, Iowa. Albert is joining us by phone. Albert, how are you today?
Good, guys. How are you guys up in North Dakota?
Hey, we're hanging in there still. No snow on the ground yet. Anymore.
You guys can keep. We had our share already about a week ago. We had about 5 inches down here. That's enough for the whole year.
Albert is done with snow.
Yeah. Now everybody's trying to get the round corn stalk bale filled up, so that's what's going on down this area. So you asked about the Steiger tractor. You asked about the Steiger tractor, right?
Let's talk about that Steiger.
It's a 1/32 in size, the KM280, the Cougar number 4. It has duals on it. It has a 3-point quick hitch on it, and they're lime green in color. And Bridgette, your name is engraved in the top of the cab, top of it, and there's only 150 being done, so they're all serial numbered. So you start out with like number 1 of 150, number 2, and stuff like that. They're sequential numbered. And what's nice about this, we're going to log all their name and address, everything else, and so the next year they're going to be able to get their same number back. They get first right of refusal when we do this again next year. So somebody can start building a collection. We've done this for several other companies. It's an ongoing event, and everybody just loves it and stuff like that. So that's what it's about. And we'll take care of everything here. They call us right here at 712-546-4305, the store, and they order right from us, and we'll ship them out, and they're ready to go.
How coveted are these toy tractors? And I don't know maybe if that's the right word, but how popular are these for collecting, like just toy tractors? Because I've always heard it's such a big thing. I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about why it's become what it is today.
Well, I've been actually in business for 29 years, but I'm 73 years old almost. A lot of people at the store, kind of a quick rundown. Yes, we have the new, the plain stuff. We're famous for our custom built toys, which are exotics. We do a lot of restoration stuff. But people all the way back to 20s would have a cast iron toy and needs to be fixed. They'd bring it to us and have it fix this, or other ones they had when they were children in the 50s. We'll restore a lot of things that become sentimental and stuff like that to a lot of people. And that's what the thing, people want to keep something like this right here. You're starting a collection, you're starting a series, you keep going forward with that. I mean, it's just building an entity and stuff like this. And that's besides the real collecting stuff. There's the sentimental pieces, which are really great to do.
And like a lot of collectibles, Albert, are these more, how do I put this? Are they worth more if they're kept in the box? I know, a lot of old antiques or old toys, they're always usually more collectible or worth more if they're in the box. Is that the same with these tractors as well?
This particular one has a plastic lined cover, so you can see the toy, see Bridgette's name and everything else. Display it just like it is in the box. I always tell people to say they have the precision toys, stay the box, stay the literature and medallion stuff. They can display the toy, but save that kind of a box. Some toys are just like a sandbox toy. It doesn't make much difference. But in reality, a lot of them, especially your collector series or better ones, save the box and keep them in good condition, stuff like that. Then the answer is yes. Now you can go back and some of the toys from the 50s. They're just a plain toy, and yes, in the box they bring big money already too, because a lot of them weren't stayed in the box and the toy got banged around and played with. Mm-hmm. So you do see some of that too. But the main thing is just take care of the item and stuff and enjoy it. Whatever you collect, enjoy.
So, Albert, when you think about people and how they collect toys, are they looking for, something that's pretty mainstream, like a John Deere, a Waterloo boy that you could probably find from Readel, or are they more interested in getting things that are maybe custom made? Like I happen to have a custom made Wysocki disc that was done under limited production. Does it matter, or is it really down to the individual person?
It's kind of down to the individual person. We got people that come here and just want a gift for somebody, and that's your average plain toy from present or past. Then you got the guy like just before dinner. He wanted one all detailed like he's got in a farm. I mean, we got all kinds of level and stuff. Of course, the detailed ones, they're going to go in a glass showcase and pass the generation. They are definitely keepsakes. So we kind of offer both ends and stuff like that when we do things like that.
And those detailed ones, are those what you call the precision, as you talked about earlier? Can you kind of describe what a precision toy tractor would be like?
Okay. Precision was the name that Readel used in one of their detailed toys, and they ran 25 of that series in St. John Deere. Then they moved on. They called it the Key series, and after that's Precision Elite series. That's their detailed toy line. That's what it was. Now, like my custom toys are a notch above that extreme. I mean, we go from the rubber to a lot more levers, and some people want this example, give you, and let's say Bridgette drives a John Deere tractor or IH, and she's got a chrome pipe on, she's got the new steps on, she's got the fence rubber on, da-da-da. This is custom. These are the extreme things you start building on, things like that. So you start at the plain shelf model toy, then the toy manufacturer maybe a Precision series, which is their top line, and we would go from way above that kind of stuff on top of that. I hope that kind of answers your question, does it?
Yes.
If you got a question for Albert or for us, feel free to give us a call on the Red Wing Shoes phone line. That's 701-293-9000. We're talking about our commemorative Steiger tractors that we have our little promotion going right now here at WDAY. But if you have questions for Albert or the LeMars Farm Toy Store down in Iowa, feel free to give us a call. We got to hit bottom of the hour news. When we come back, we'll rejoin this conversation, and we'll get all of those questions and ours answered in just a few moments.
Get ready for a heartwarming experience with Legacy Plumbing and Heating. At Legacy, our mission is simple: to provide the best plumbing and heating experience in town, while also being dedicated to serving our community.
You can make a difference today by nominating a family in need for a brand new furnace thanks to Legacy Plumbing and Heating with the Warm Heart, Warm Home Initiative. Visit WDAYradionow.com today and nominate someone in need.
Remember, life flows better with Legacy. Join us in spreading warmth and love this season of giving.
Has the bear market devastated your portfolio? If you're tired of financial salespeople who just sell you a product and move on, then it's time to call Collins & Kronk today. See how they're different. At Collins & Kronk, they start with a plan and a strategy, then proactively manage your money to meet your goals. Call the team at Collins & Kronk, 701-235-0119. That's 701-235-0119. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Collins & Kronk is not a broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services.
Good afternoon, I'm Tom Tucker, WDAY News First. An investigation is now underway after a school bus was involved in a crash with another vehicle this morning in West Fargo. It happened just before 7 o'clock at the intersection of 32nd Avenue and Cheyenne Street. There were no students on board the bus at the time. The bus driver and the other driver involved were sent to an area hospital with minor injuries. Fargo police have arrested a foster parent on a child abuse charge. The investigation began recently when police found a missing 11-year-old boy who told officers he didn't want to go back when they said they would take him home. The boy told officers his foster dad, Austin Schindler, was drinking and had punched and slapped him. Police observed bruising on the child's body. Schindler faces a felony child abuse charge. A Moorhead man is in custody and facing charges for the alleged rape of a woman. Last November, police were called to a Fargo hospital where the victim told officers that Otis Manning Jr. injected her with drugs, threatened her with a gun, and sexually assaulted her inside an apartment. And the West Fargo Police Department will be receiving new rifle-rated body armor. The City Commission unanimously approved the department's request for the armor, which will be purchased with asset forfeiture funds. Tom Tucker, WDAY, and WDAYradionow.com.
Dad, I can't wait to be a builder someday, just like you.
Thanks, son. Yeah, it's rewarding work, but it's also hard, which is why I follow your grandpa's advice and wear quality work boots from Red Wing Shoes.
Hi, Teresa here, store manager at the Fargo Red Wing Shoe Store. For more than 100 years, Red Wing Shoes has been helping companies keep their workers safe and comfortable, even in the most hazardous conditions. Stop in and see for yourself at 3003 Main Avenue in Fargo. Red Wing Shoes for ultimate durability.
Ah, the glorious fall and winter months. The crisp air, cozy sweaters, and that sinking feeling that you'll be spending more time in your basement. Hi, Lacey here with Precision Concrete Cutters. Here to brighten up that basement with an egress window that'll let in more light than an airport runway. Don't let your basement hibernate this winter. It, too, deserves a little vitamin D and an exit plan. Visit us today at pccnd.com. Precision Concrete Cutters. We turn basements from blah to ta-da!
Attention service technicians. Northern Plains Equipment, certified Case IH and New Holland dealers in Minot, Garrison, and Mandan, North Dakota are looking for top-notch individuals to join their team and perform quality maintenance and repairs on all types of agricultural equipment. Northern Plains Equipment is a value-led, 100% employee-owned company offering competitive wages, benefits, and job training. If you're ready to work in a great environment with great people, apply at plainsag.com. Northern Plains Equipment, Inc., proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Weather and Ag in Focus on WDAY Radio.
And welcome back to Weather and Ag in Focus. It's 1:34 on this Wednesday afternoon. Our guest today is Albert from the LeMars Farm Toy Store. And we're talking with him about the launch of our Steiger tractors that we have for sale right now on our website. And we'll touch on that a little later on. You want to join in on this conversation, feel free to do so. Ask some questions. 701-293-9000 is the Red Wing Shoes phone line. And Albert, I was just kind of curious, because we've been talking about, all the different just variety of toys and how there's such a market for them and the collections. Off the top of your head, what would you say is one of the most expensive pieces out there for collector toy farm equipment, and what does it run?
Oh, it's a real hard one to answer. When you get into a collector series, are you talking a current one or somebody from the past? Some of the people who make custom toys years ago, they get pretty expensive. The Vindic stuff, if you get into the arcade cast iron stuff in the 20s, they can get pretty spendy pretty fast. I've seen common toys that were kind of common on a truck. Very, very few were ever made in the 60s, let's say, or 50s, new in a box, or bring $20,000.
Wow.
Probably if you get in pedal tractors, let's say the Esca John Deere A that was first done, there's like estimated about 5 or 6 in existence. If you get one of those, they'll bring $70,000 or so. If you get one that's restored,
wow,
it just all depends. I mean, I've had toys come to us that we have restored that they get done. They're $10,000 toys. Some of these custom pieces can get up in that level pretty fast too.
Albert, what's the oldest piece of equipment that you've had run through your place?
Well, you go back to the 20s, some of the Vindic stuff, I would say. I did some for some people not too long ago, and some arcade stuff too. Those are the cast iron days and stuff like that. That would be some of the older ones, and it all can vary from one time to the other time. Some of the tin toys, the wind-up toys and stuff too, so they all will vary.
So, Albert, you mentioned pedal tractors, and for those listening, if they're unfamiliar with those, they're literally kid-sized tractors that you can sit on and pedal and ride. They're like the kiddie cars were that you could get little fire trucks or police cars once upon a time. They're all metal.
Yes.
Did you mention that you do restoration on pedal tractors
Yes.
as well?
Yes. We do restoration on pedals as well as the 1/16 toys. Yes, we do, and we do them. We take them completely down, rebuild everything, all new parts and whatever it is. And the pedals, we will use hardener, clear coat, paint. I mean, they're just like glass when you get done. And I mean, they're put away to be looked at, not to ride again, unless somebody just wants one to ride, and you just fix them up for that reason. But you get in those kind of level, Bridgette, I mean, it's just like the common toys. We just got done doing a group of men from, I think it was Ohio. He did some stuff, and they were all true scale. We just got them finished today. So, I mean, it can vary so much from one party to the other party what they had. And a lot of people will bring us toys in from when they were kids in the 50s and sentimental to them. The old John Deere corn picker, the combine, the tractor, the loader. And we restore them all the time. And those things are very sentimental. And it might cost more than what the toy's worth, but it's sentimental to it and stuff like that. There's just a lot of stuff means a lot to a lot of people.
We want to reiterate to our listeners that if you have questions for Albert, you can reach us on the Red Wing Shoes phone line at 701-293-9000. We'd be happy to take your calls. And so, Albert, a couple other questions here that I had. When it comes to some of these collectibles, and you mentioned this Steiger tractor that we are doing here with WDAY is numbered 1 to 150. I was very surprised when you told me that people will tend to buy the same number in a collectible lineup. So can you give me a little more insight as to why that might be the case?
Well, let's say somebody wants to start building a collection. So he buys, I'm looking to number 11 in front of me right now. So let's say the person calls and he gets this number 11 or 15, whatever it is. His name is going to be logged down, so next year he gets his first right of refusal to still keep that number in his hand. Some people, they want their numbers always every year back. I have some people out here that we've done a fair truck for a county fair 25 years now. And these people get their same number each year, so they actually have all 25, but all their same number besides. There's like a double emphasis on your collection piece. Yeah, it becomes very sacred to a lot of people. I want my number back and stuff, and it's very, very much true, especially when you start like a project like you guys are doing right here. First year out, I mean, jump into it. And we started a project, give you guys an example, for our own self last year. We sent it out to our people that are with us. We did 250 of them. 9 days we were sold out, Bridgette.
Wow.
Wow.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah. I mean, people come, and the people, I don't know how many ever come down to our store, but we're known throughout the whole world in our store. And every day there's people come from all over different states. We always tell people, you can come a distance, please call ahead. We're open from 9 to 4 and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. But every day, I mean, it's just where you're from, and they'll say East Coast, West Coast, or Canada. I mean, this is very common, or get calls from all over the country. And they'll send us stuff to fix, or can you build this or that and stuff. So this is very common all the time.
Is there a piece that people call you trying to inquire about? Is there one specific model or series that people are looking to get their hands on more than others?
It's a hard question to answer. Depends what brand you're into. I mean, if they're green or red, whatever they are, they will want certain emphasis more on one to the other one. A certain number of a tractor has a little bit more meaning, or what are real popular in life. You know, so someone might want that. To contradict that question, it might be something that they drew when they visited their grandfather. I've got lawyers and doctors that said when they grew up kids, they went to see grandfather, and that tractor was there, the old 4020 or the 1206 or something like that. They want those things to remember that person by. And then there are the real unique tractors, and even in real life, that they'll may want the toy version of and stuff. And so they'll be looking for those things too. It's kind of unique to each individual one what they want. And that's why I stress, whatever you collect, you enjoy. If it's a plain $10 toy, or if it's a couple $100 toy, enjoy whatever you collect. That's the thing about collecting, enjoying and stuff like that.
That's super cool. And we got a caller on the line. I'm going to head on over to our Red Wing Shoes phone line. Again, that number is 701-293-9000. Mike, welcome back to the program. You got a question for Albert or us?
Yeah, it's probably going to be a real hard question, too. Do you have, since we're in the Red River Valley and sugar beets and potatoes are two really major crops, have you or can you make a sugar beet harvester?
I have not done one personally, but I had a man here this morning who has built them back about 30 years ago. And I can make contact with you to have him make one. And I know he said this morning he'd put about several $100 in doing it. I have not done the sugar beet one yet. I've been asked in the past. The store itself, we do a lot of course, tractors are a big thing. We do a lot of loader tractors with and without gravel forks, cultivator tractors, plows, and we've done just a lot of that stuff. And we are just swamped. I mean, I got between people building parts and assembly, I have 14 people working for us right now, helping to do stuff.
Oh boy, that's pretty amazing. I know the beet harvester is kind of probably a harder thing to make because there are a lot more integral little parts on one of those. But I was just curious as to if you can make one, because I have one that was made by a gentleman many years ago, and I want another one, and he said he can't make them anymore. He said his hands just are not stable enough anymore. He shakes too much, and by this time he might have passed away too, because he was fairly old at the time, and this was probably 20 years ago. But I'd sure like to, if the price was not too exorbitant, I would sure like to get another one.
Call me on my store number sometime, and I'll look his number up, and I'll put you guys together and see what he can do. That'd be
great.
And
thank you very much.
I mean,
thanks for calling, Mike. We're going to head over to another line here. I got Jerry on. Jerry, welcome to the show. You got a question for Albert?
Yeah, two, actually. Have you ever restored a trike?
No, I have not. I know a few people have. That's a kind of a different world by itself. We just done pedal tractors and stuff like that, Jerry. But like I said, if you
I have
give me your name later, I'll put it together.
I have a speedy delivery trike that's kind of like a trike / wagon all in one.
Oh.
And I have been looking for 7 years for back tires for that thing, and I cannot find them.
Yeah, Jerry, sometime give the store a call, 712-546-4305, and I'll try to hook you up with somebody who might have parts or could maybe do something like that. Okay, Jerry?
Okay. Well, hopefully somebody at the station has your number because I couldn't write it down at the time, so I'll call them back later and get it from them.
Yeah, Jerry, just shoot us an email, whether at flagfamily.com, or stay listening over the next minute or two, and we'll get that number given out again as well. We'll put it on our past shows on Facebook, YouTube, as well as on the past show archives on our website. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks for the call, Jerry. Appreciate it. And that's about wrap it up for this segment. But Albert, if you want to give us that contact information again, what's the website? Where can people get in contact with you in the store and all of that?
Okay. We're at LeMars, that's LEMARS Toy Store at gmail.com. And make sure you put your telephone number in. Our telephone number in the store, if you want to order right away, is 712-546-4305. And the staff is here from 9 to 4 every day and 10 to 2 on Saturdays, and they're ready to ship out and stuff like that. And they're really a nice toy and stuff like that. I mean, and Bridgette, your name looks really nice on top of that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I mean, everybody's going to want one. Well, folks, we did one. I won't mention the name, but we did one for another lady broadcaster, and they went over really, really well. And I mean, if you want something that's a nice gift or start a series, on top of the box, I want to say it says the radio station and the WDAY radio, LeMars Toy Store presents first in a series. And it says the 2023 WDAY radio commemorative tractor. And it's logoed on the top. It's logoed on top of the cab. And these are serial numbered and stuff like that. So they're a nice piece of display to have. So, I mean, I guess that's what I would just say. I mean, if somebody's thinking about something, they can see it on your website. And Bridgette, I think it's a good thing to have, and it's nice to start a collection with.
Yeah, it definitely is. And our website, again, as most I'm sure are aware, WDAYradionow.com. And then, Albert, what was the website for your website at your store? Is it just LeMarsToyStore.com?
Yes, it's LeMars. That's LEMARS Toy Store at gmail.com. And guys up there, I want to tell everybody, I mentioned about done harvesting up there like we are down here. Want everybody be safe up there and enjoy the fall and Christmas stuff coming on, okay?
Right on. And we just had another caller come in real quick. Is this someone who wants to come on, Jacob? All right. We got Steve in Fargo. Steve, welcome to the show. You got in here last minute. What's your question for Albert?
Real quickly, does he have a book or does he have a catalog or does he have something? This would be a fascinating thing to start collecting. I go to a ton of auctions and I never pay attention to the toys, but I have no idea. And a book maybe he could suggest that you can purchase.
Okay. Steve, and one thing else, guys, just have them call the store. The store we carry over 10,000 items. We don't have an actual list of every item because it changes constantly, but we have flyers. So it shows pictures and talk about the store and stuff like that. Call the store and we'll gladly send you out a free flyer, guys.
Hey,
just
there you go.
Call the store and we'll help you with that. There are some books you can get by different people, and we can help you with those names too to try to find something. But give us a call and that stuff like that, okay?
Hey, appreciate it. And Steve, thanks for the phone call. Had to cut you off there. Had too much background noise, but thanks for calling. We got to head over to a few sponsors, and then we'll be back. Albert, thank you very much for joining us today. When we come back, we have one or two more egg topics and another check on the forecast, so stay tuned.
Thank you, guys.
Push their political agenda onto your money? This is Brian Kronk, financial advisor at Collins & Kronk here in Fargo. If you are through with big East Coast companies and their ESG agenda, call Collins & Kronk for a consultation. See how we build a plan based on what matters to you. Call Collins & Kronk today, 701-235-0119. That's 701-235-0119. At Collins & Kronk, you matter.
Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member, FINRA, SIPC. Collins & Kronk is not a broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services.
Cooler weather is here. Don't let that musty smell in your basement ruin the season. Turn to the experts at Ramjack North. Hello, Lacey here. Our team of trusted mold slayers understands the health hazards of mold and is ready to help you reclaim your space. Say goodbye to dampness and hello to a healthier home. Precision Concrete Cutters, Ramjack North. Solid foundations, healthy homes. Visit us at pccnd.com to learn more.
Medicare's open enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. Going through your Medicare options can be confusing, but Bell Insurance can help. Call 800-369-2501 and schedule an appointment with Bell's health insurance agents, Christina Schultz or Jade Whitty. Christina and Jade can help you compare options and select the plan that's right for you. We do not offer every plan available in your area. Currently, we represent 10 organizations which offer 50 products in your area. Contact Medicare.gov, 1-800-MEDICARE, or your local state health insurance program to get more information on all your options.
Okay, Fargo Force fans, the team is back for another season of fun, and the Force is in action at Shields Arena with a concourse that is action-packed for kids, including a rock climbing wall and additional fun for all ages. The Fargo Force play host to the Sioux City Musketeers. Shields Arena, Friday, November 10th. Bring your friends and family for a great time with food and beverage specials. Get your tickets at Shields Arena box office or at fargoforce.com. Come for the hockey, stay for the fun.
Fevig Oil and Propane, saluting and honoring all our men and women in uniform, past, present, and future. God bless you, and thank you for all you have done and do. It is the soldier. It is the soldier, not the minister, who has given us freedom of religion. It is the soldier, not the reporter, who gives us freedom of the press. It is the soldier, not the poet, who gives us freedom of speech. It is the soldier, not the campus organizer, who gives us freedom to protest. It is the soldier, not the lawyer, who has given us the right to a fair trial. It is the soldier, not the politician, who has given us the right to vote. It is the soldier who salutes the flag, who serves beneath the flag, and whose coffin is draped by the flag, who allows the protester to burn the flag. Copyright Charles M. Province.
Hi, Teresa here from the Fargo Red Wing Shoe Store. We're excited to inspire young minds by teaming up with Aurora Elementary School by donating a copy of the book, How Did This Get in My Lunchbox?, to every second grade student. Red Wing Shoes is committed to this community, and we're thrilled to help the next generation learn and grow. Thanks for choosing the Fargo Red Wing Shoe Store, stepping up for our community, one shoe, one book at a time. Red Wing Shoes, Fargo.
Plumbing Patrol and Pro Resources HR take this time to remind you that Saturday, November 11th is Veterans Day. Veterans Day celebrates service to our country by all veterans. Thank a veteran when you see one or meet one. Military service is a commitment to America, and those in service pledge their lives to defend our country. A vow not taken lightly. Celebrating and backing all veterans today and always. Plumbing Patrol and Pro Resources HR.
This is Weather and Ag in Focus with Bridgette Readel, Justin Storm, and Dean Wysocki.
Yeah, that's the leaf blower to blow Dean here out of the studio. Welcome back to Weather and Ag in Focus. It's 1:53. We just got done speaking with Albert from the LeMars Farm Toy Store down in Iowa. It kind of start us off with our little series that we started doing with the WDAY and Weather and Ag in Focus. And Bridgette, do you want to remind people of what that little series is with the Steiger tractors, the limited edition ones, about us here and mainly you?
Well, if folks are doing their Christmas shopping, and many of you already are, if you have someone in your life who is very partial to Steiger or any toy tractor and they're looking for collectibles, now is your chance to call the LeMars Toy Store. And that is, again, LeMars Toy Store in Iowa. They have this commemorative Steiger tractor available from us. It's WDAY's tractor. It is a Steiger Cougar 4, the KM220. It is a 1/32 size tractor. It has duals, 3-point hitch, and it's in the iconic green Steiger color. So my signature is on it. It is also a sequentially numbered from 1 to 150. So you can call up and say, I want number 72. And that could be your tractor. So go ahead and place those orders. You can find that link and all the information on our website, WDAYradionews.com. And you're going to be able to order that tractor and get it sent right to your house in time for Christmas.
Make one correction there, Bridgette. WDAYradionow.com.
Oh, sorry. I think I said that wrong.
Yeah,
sorry about that.
News now, close enough.
And hey, you could win that Steiger tractor along with a productive alternative rain gauge with Build Our Bushels contest. And again, that's on our website as well. Click the hot link. Whoever donates the most bushels to the food bank will win one of those Steiger tractors and a productive alternative rain gauge. So you could you could win that and do some good for the community, helping out the food bank as well.
And speaking of rain gauges, here we go. Here's a third one for you. I bet you didn't think 3 of these were coming right off the bat.
No. What's this?
Our little contest that we're doing. Like, guess your snow total by May 1st. How much snow we'll have in here? We started it yesterday. Me and Dean are going to resume that contest on Friday. So if you didn't get an opportunity to get through on the phone lines, because it's a call-in competition on this show.
Yep. So I know we've had a few people email us their guesses. Nope, not taking emails. Nope, sorry.
This Friday, we will be continuing that. That'll be our last, probably our last day for it, I'm sure. You can call in on Friday, and you can guess how much snow you think we'll have here in Fargo by May 1st. And if you guess correct, we'll give you one of those rain gauges as well. And we got about, 4 or 5 minutes left of the 4 minutes left of the show. Why don't we just see if Dean knows what this button means?
Means somebody's at the door. You better answer it.
Hello.
We've got some cloudy skies out there this afternoon with temperatures in the 30s in the Northern Valley. We're hanging on to the low 40s now here in the Southern Valley. We're going to see steady to slowly falling temperatures for the rest of the day with a stiff northwest wind. It's a little chilly out there. And we'll continue to see those temperatures drop down to about a low of 30 tonight under mainly cloudy skies. Clouds hang tight tomorrow. We'll see a few breaks overnight and probably a few breaks early in the day tomorrow for some sun. And then more clouds build back in. And could even see a few rain or snow showers tomorrow afternoon with highs stuck in the 30s. We'll be stuck in the 30s on Friday with a little bit more sunshine. And then more sunshine over the weekend. Gradually warming temperatures into the 40s on Saturday and could come close to 50 on Sunday.
Right on. That sounds like good news. And Bridgette, you got something else you want to add here, don't you?
One more thing. So when we were on our most recent break to catch up with news and so forth, I heard Teresa from the Red Wing Shoe Store. And she talked about sponsoring some children's books for Aurora Elementary School. And for those who are curious what that's about, so if you would like to do the same thing, you can call our station. You can call even the studio line, Red Wing Shoes phone line at 701-293-9000. Call over, because if you would like to sponsor books for second graders, you can pick the classroom of your choice. It could be rural classrooms. It could be someone in the Fargo-Moorhead area. We have these books available. They're called How Did That Get in My Lunchbox? And maybe that's something you want to do as we get ready for the holiday season for kids to get more books into their hands, because we love to promote reading and then also agriculture in the classroom. So if that's something you'd like to do, give us a call. We'll help you out.
Those are cool books, too.
They're nice. They're colored.
Good. I'm glad.
And a great learning tool for the kids.
They are.
No
they
doubt.
are. Well done by American Farm Bureau. So thank you to them for their work and letting us share that story. I think it's awesome. So looking forward to answering all those questions for people throughout the week.
Thank you very much, Bridgette. That's going to wrap it up for the show today. The Jay Thomas Show is coming up next. We're back tomorrow from 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Everyone, have a great rest of your day and enjoy the rest of the funk.